Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Mr. Beaks, and today we're going to discuss the Lost Kingdom. Specifically, what it's going to look like in the future. I'm guessing a lot of people's Lost Kingdom looks similar to mine, where we're stuck in our starting zone. These guys are stuck in their starting zone. These guys are stuck in their starting zone. These guys are stuck in their starting zone, and they haven't even taken their Rune Crusader Fortress. These guys are mostly stuck in their starting zone. It's pretty unbalanced. It's pretty boring and not really fun. But there's a reason for that, and it is because obviously we fought the continents that we started on. There was no preparation for it. There's no intended balance. It was just random. You either got lucky or you didn't. And then obviously there was some migration. One of our kingdoms got a whole bunch of people from the Lost Kingdom 101 after theirs was over. They jumped here and created further unbalance. But you've got kingdoms that had massive amounts of whales, and when migration opened, they got even more whales. And if you happen to be on a continent with one of them, well, you are probably losing. But the next season of Lost Kingdom is supposedly going to have balance in place. So the continents will be aligned not by number, but by power. So you'll have 8 kingdoms in a continent relatively around the same power level. Whether that means they're using the new Arc of Ariasis matchmaking formula, or they're using some other new formula, who knows what it will be, but the assumption will be that it will be much more fair. However, if they do not shut down migration prior to Lost Kingdom, then it's pointless, because you will have the exact same problems cropping up. You're going to have kingdoms with a bunch of whales fighting kingdoms with even more whales, and they're going to say, okay, I'm going to bounce to this other kingdom on this other continent where we can jump and we can win and beat everybody, because I don't want to lose. And that's going to just create the same thing. You're going to have unbalance in every single continent, and Lost Kingdom is once again, for most players, going to be 2 months of boring. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got all the way to Zone 6 once. It was fun. We did some stuff, but we just don't have the power or the people to do anything more. But if we were more balanced, it would be more fun. And here's the thing that Lilith has to understand, and I'm assuming they do. They're a pretty smart company. They maybe don't get it right every time, the first time, but they listen and they adapt very well. If, for example, I'm 30-some million power on this account. If I'm up against a kingdom right next door and they've got 50 guys with T5, and my kingdom has, let's say, 10 guys with T5, well, there's not really a big reason for me to spend a lot of money and push right now to grow, because it's not going to make a difference. It makes more sense for me to hold back, not waste a lot of resources, and just grow normally, because it's a waste of money if I just throw all my money I potentially have at a losing cause. However, if we are facing 8 kingdoms of relatively the same power, well, now all of a sudden, if I spend money, it might actually make a difference. So I'm going to be much more inclined to do so. So hopefully Lilith understands that, and when they do balance everybody before the next season of Lost Kingdom, they will cut migration, whether it be a day or a week before it opens, and then obviously reopen it after the season is over. That will make them more money. I mean, whales are going to whale no matter where they are. They don't have to worry about that. But getting the mid-tier spenders and even lower spenders to maybe spend a little more, to entice them to spend a little more, they're going to win. Everybody's going to win. They're going to have more fun. They're going to stay playing the game, and they're going to spend more money. Whereas now, everything's so unbalanced, you're losing. You're losing players because people are getting zeroed and they're just quitting because they're lower to mid-tier spenders and they don't see any options. They're not looking further. They're not seeing any hope in this game. So if Lilith comes out and says, hey, this is what we're going to do next season to make it more fair and balanced and fun for everybody, I think that would be a big thing. I think you would keep a lot of players. I think people would spend more, and I think people would be more excited. Another thing that I think they should do for Lost Kingdom is I'd like to see more events like the Rune Crusader Fortress. That was really fun and unique. I assume they will. Once again, Lilith is really good with this kind of thing, but I would like more. We had the Rune Crusader Fortress right away. Everybody got to do it. Everybody got to participate. It was really fun. But then it just kind of went back to a regular kingdom, which is kind of boring, especially if you're, locked in or it's not really competitive. So if you give us more unique things, that's awesome. A great thing to do. And the last thing I would like to see is if they do the honor system again, I would like to see more ways to get honor. I like what they did with the ancient ruins, the altar of darkness, but really that's not a lot. And obviously if you're stuck in your beginning zone, you don't have the opportunity to do those. And all you can do is just kill barbarians and forts, and that gets really boring for 2 months. I mean, I understand that's all we do anyway, because most kingdoms are done. But yeah, I hope those things happen. I hope Lilith listens. They usually do. I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I think those few things, if they do that, next season of Lost Kingdom will be a lot more fun for everybody. I think Lilith will make more money. I think more players will join, more players will stay. So here's to it. Fingers crossed. All right. Hope everybody's having a good time. Beaks out.